My name's McKay. I'm a grateful drug addict.
Hey, McKay.
If I wasn't for this program, I'll be dead. On my story, you'll understand why. And I was born in 1965. I got a twin sister, and we're the oldest grandkids of all the grandkids. So we spent a lot of time at our grandparents' house. You know, they drank, smoked, you know.
Yeah.
My aunt and uncle. So my dad comes from a family of 9. I come from a family of 5. My mom comes from a family of 10.
Wee.
So you know, all the Christian kids get us like that. We used to be a lot of drinking going on like that, and we had to get in the back room. I started drinking. Started drinking about 5 years old. Started drinking, taking hits off the bottle of gin, you know, and whiskey and all that good stuff. But anyways, I got my mom's, my aunt's kids. My aunt's kids, you know, they're like 10 years older than us. And we've been in the back room like there, and we stood there, and they had bongs. We used to take boo bong hits about 8 years old. You know, saying we bongs like that. We all stoned, fall asleep, like that. Mom come in and say, "Oh, those are good kids, man. They fall asleep." You know, but you know, my mom knew that what we were doing there. She would blister our asses. But anyways, I came from a good family. I came from a good family. You know, my parents were Mormon. Nobody used drugs in the family, but me. And how it all got started was, I must have been 18 years old. First time, you know, I got drunk and went home. And my mom says, well, it's just a religion to drink, smoke, and all that stuff. I told her I understand, but you know, I'm tired of going to church, but she made us all go to church every Sunday. And the funny thing is that, you know, our family, you know, was pretty functional. We spent a lot of time with my grandparents, right? Every Sunday we would go over to Palo Alto, which is over across the bridge from where I grew up, and we would have Sunday dinner with them. And my grandfather, he got all mad, so he got drunk like that, right? Throw a plate against the wall and break it, right? He goes, you know, I began those kids across the street, you know, on welfare and shit.
Yeah.
You know, ripping our stuff off and stuff like that. And he goes, you know, here I'm sitting there eating a good meal, and they're probably out there stealing our shit right now, to speak. See, when my dad grew up, that was a murder capital of the world, was Palo Alto, California. It's down the road from the big college, Stanford University. So you know, so I decided I'm gonna get a job when I was turning like 6 years old. So I got a job at this coin operated car wash. I learned how to rip them off, you know, because my low wage. I used to learn how to rip them off, you know, by putting cardboard in the slat, you know, where the money goes down, so it all lands on the cardboard. And the funny thing is that, you know, I had socks full of quarters. And I go to the bank and I got to roll them all up so that in the bank. And the owner's wife come walking in, tapped me on the shoulder, asked me if I wanted to sell some of my quarters. Scary shit. So You know, that's where my stealing started from. You know, the bowling alley, the lady shuts the snow off like that, right? She's put the money bags at the end of the counter, and there's a vending machine right next to it. I go right behind the vending machine, grab two bags. One has the bills in it, the other one has the change in it. And right home, so all the cost will be on my ass. You know, here it is. You know, the coins are 5 times heavier than what my money was. I'm going sideways on my bike. Yeah. And I said, well, you know, I got enough money here that I bury it, and I just take it out when I need. I want to have a job. You know, I have brand car. And anytime I want anything, I just go up there and bury it and get some money. And my mom, she'd go, hey, you know, how's the job going? Okay. She goes, well, you know something? Nobody sees you working down there, but we doing. Well, you know, like I kind of like got fired from for being late and like that. So anyways, I make like cardboard and bottles, put them and put them away. You know, gas for the cars and stuff like that. And so I used to go behind the stores. They had these big old bundles of cardboard. I'd roll them off in the back of my pickup truck, you know. Those things are like 3 or 4 tons of cardboard. And so, you know, that's how I did when I was going to high school. That's how I made my living. You know, so not the right way. But my group, there's hundreds of people. I ain't hurt nobody. I thought myself, you know, stealing and stuff like that, you know. So anyways, when I graduated in high school, I'm not the guy on the street, man. He's hanging fire sprinklers. I see, after you start hanging fire sprinklers, 10 years, you have brand new car, got all off-wheel, 3-wheel ATCs and shit. You know, and I used to be kind of what do you want to call it, kind of jealous of him, you know. That's what he had, you know. So I said, I want to do that. So that's what I did. So I went down, I started typing inside Union, and you got to go through this orientation. The orientation is like a month. And what they do is they kind of like use it as mules, you know, unload the truck, this and that. You know, I started from the bottom, and I worked my way up. And so anyways, I got pretty good at it. So, and again, you know, I guess I started out like $25 an hour. And then in San Francisco, we used to get $64 an hour. Oh. So I like to work on in San Francisco. You know, and here I am, you know, a 19, 20-year-old kid. But that's why I really found out about drugs, because all the journeymen and all the other trades, all the workers, they're all from Vietnam to come back from the Vietnam War. And, you know, they're all drug addicts. You know, I used to walk in there and they have all, you know, the outhouses all lined up. Mm-hmm. And there'd be right in front of be the cargo bags. They used to go in and ship drugs and fall asleep inside the outhouses. So, you know, they're real strict, you know, and you know how you keep the outhouse, you know, nice and clean and stuff like that, because that's where their home was the daytime. And I'd be going home, and the bag, they'll not just be still there. Come in next morning, a little early. There be no mail bags there, but then, you know, half hour, they're all lined up like that. And that was the reality of the jobs, is that they're all drug addicts, drunk. And so I started working with these guys, you know, and like an idiot. I started storing this coke. That's my first stuff I started storing. with coke, you know. And I had people never that like that, and now I was hooked, man. Now I like this stuff, you know, made me feel good and all this other shit. You know, and I made good money, so I could afford it, you know. And guys on job site used to give it to me. They'd like to see me go out there and just kind of spin around circles trying to work. So, anyways, you know, that's why I started doing my drugs was on the job site, and it's completely normal things that happen, you know, because, you know, they're, like I said, they're calling vets, you know, from the Vietnam War. They come back, you know, and they're alive, and yeah, you know, but you know, I didn't really know that or really that much Vietnam War, because the ones that were did their time over there and tours, they don't talk about what happened over there. You know, hell, I was working with my partner for 11 years. And I got drunk with him one night, and he told me about it, you know, about the Vietnamese and like that, you know. He started telling me about it, you know. Now the kids would come over and try to give you a glass of bottle of wine, had bread glass inside of it to kill the soldiers. And so, you know, they're used to it. So death was something that they ain't feared, you know, because it's just something that was all around them was you know, death and stuff like that happened. I guess it was a little while there, you know. Like I guess, you know, they become heroin addicts, and they come back here, and most of them they die within, you know, 20 years of being back, you know. You get closer to the same part of the union thing like that, because you spent trade school was 7 years, 2 months, and all those trades, you know, they use like maybe 5 carpenters and plumbers and stuff. They have to do I guess it was 5 years they had to do. And, you know, and carpenters, you know, always had that stuff, you know, guy has something different when it was the crank. And I took a hit off that crank, and I'll tell you, I was in love. I love that shit, you know. Just the way it made me feel and everything like that. It's like Superman when I was on it. And so I'm not here to talk about, you know, how the drugs are, but the drugs started controlling my life, you know. I had, you know, I kept up my car and all this stuff, but I didn't have what other people have. I made all this money, but I didn't have much to show for it, because I thought, you know, going buying drugs and doing drugs every night, you know. Yeah, here I go, every night we did drugs. And we'd get around a big circle, and we would, you know, pass beer around, and, you know, we do our dope, and then 5 o'clock in the morning we'll go take a shower and get ready for work. And yeah, that was the thing, you know, up for weeks at a time. I got stuff back then, it was really good stuff, you know, compared with here now. And so you know, that's why I started doing my drugs. And the company liked when I was doing my drugs, you know, they didn't give a shit. I was doing them. You know, I'm always getting my work done. You know, so I became a big old drug addict and alcoholic. By the time I was 30 years old, man, they called me a professional drug user. So I go to work every day, hold down what my duties were. But, you know, I drink, so I didn't have no girlfriend or women in my life, you know. And the guys that were in the company, they're always going to jail for domestic violence. And if anybody knows anything about drugs, you know, doing drugs, a couple cannot do drugs, because all they do is they sit and fight all the time. And so, you know, I was sort of like a normie. You know, but in my family, nobody drank or used drugs in my family. So I became like a black sheep of the family. My lovey, and like I'll get into what's going on with her a little later. Anyways, you know, my mom knew what was going on, you know, but there's nothing she'd do. She came out saying all years, she goes, you need to go to Alcohol Anonymous. You know, well, what the hell is Alcohol Anonymous? Well, it's a group, the support group, you know, that you get into, and you might like it. I don't like it, so I'll pull up, I'll sit in the parking lot, and I'll be smoking my weed, my dope, and stuff like that, you know, and as far as my mom knew, it was that, you know, I was going to church or whatever. And kind of funny thing is that I got into I didn't eat the marijuana. I didn't do the marijuana, but all my friends did around me. They'd be like a stone, you know. They back then it's called skunk bud or something like that. And they'd be always stoned, man. They eat smoke that shit all day long, joint after joint after joint. You know, and eventually you made them kind of crazy and antsy, or become assholes, you know, the ones that weed, you know, and you know, they just always come up to me, hey man, you want to buy some weed? And you go, nah, not today, man. And you go, hey, why don't you ever smoke weed with us? I said, well, that's not my style, you know, I just do it. I'm a dope addict. They go, well, yeah, we see you're a dope addict, but why don't you party with all? So what he did is after work, we'll go down and get cases of beer. We'll sit on tailgates, the parking lot, we'll drink till dark. You know, and the whole time you're sitting there, back then there was no cell phones, you know, so the women didn't know where it was, you know, what job site they were on.
That's the way to be.
So keep yourself,
women.
keep them every straight, man. We just want to tell the women where it worked at. Yeah. You know, that way they come out, every once in a while you get one that come on the job site, man.
Yeah.
Gonna kill their damn husband.
Yeah.
You have been home for a week, you know.
Damn cell phones, you know.
You know, and you know, there's no cell phones and stuff like that, so Dad drive in the car, and every once in a while, they would figure out where the hell the job site was, and man, they would fight. And I asked them, what's wrong with these people? Why always fighting stuff like that? And they go, well, they're heroin addicts, they're drug addicts, and that's just what they do, is they fight. They fight and you know, hurt their kids, and you know, and eventually, you know, they just didn't care about work and they go to work no more. No suckers would sit there and be on welfare. And my grandfather was really against welfare like that. But all my uncles and stuff like that, right? They didn't smoke pot. They drank. So I used to sit there and drink beer with them when I was about, you know, 20, 24 years old. And you know, I was just hanging out around my family, you know. It made my parents happy that I spent time with my uncles and stuff like that. But if they knew what we're doing together, you know, that'd be the end of that. So anyways, my joys start get more. I pretty soon they ain't work for me, and I started missing days of work because I figured I didn't have the shit. I ain't going to work, you know. And then that was like I called me a normie. You know, that's just what they do. So, anyways, I had brand company trucks and all this other shit. You know, I was doing really good, stuff like that. And I did 25 years with this one company, and and that was 12 years with his other company. And they kind of retired me out because I ran out, and it's not union, you know, they go for how many hours you put in. Well, I was a supervisor, so what I had to do is I had to keep all 10 of my guys or what was working with me going, you know, and I'd be on the ground, you know, throwing pipe, you know, and these sprinklers like that, you know, the chest of 200 pounds, you know, he said, oh man, you know, don't bang on, hit the pipe, you'll blow up and shit. I used to laugh at him, you know. So I still one day I seen one blow up, you know, and you know, and what happens is the metal and shit gets all on your skin and makes a big mess. So, anyways, the guy I worked for, Dick Patton, and he had a patent on the damn sprinkler system called a closed loop. So everybody worked for him. You know, he would you know, give us drugs and beer. You know, if we was to work for him, you know, get stuff done. And so we always had a truck full of beer. We used to drink and drive. Luckily, we didn't kill anybody. You know, once they had problems, when we got off work, went to the bars. But I thought that's just normal what grumps do, you know, but everybody's doing it around me. So anyways, I had two real dysfunctional things that happened to me. Is that there used to be real predators on job sites. I had this one guy that worked for me, he's black, and we kind of today weekend coming up, and he helped me carry my tools down to his truck, you know, and I'm gonna go back and get my truck. And here when I was like you take off and go home, and I was parked on the other side. Anyways, I come back that Monday, not Monday, but a Tuesday for this really weekend, and I was the last one seen with him. And somebody shot him. One of the guys, plumber or somebody shot him. And they tried to make me take a rap for it. And so I got an attorney, and his attorney said, well, the best thing to do is leave your worker here and get transferred to Sacramento. To San Francisco, Sacramento, it's like a 3-hour drive. So I went to Sacramento, and I got a job doing the same thing I was always doing. Less money, but the rent was real cheap, you know, compared to in the Bay Area. And I thought, you know, what's that? So what happened is everybody was there where the company what they'd do is they would put their money together and buy houses. Back then, you know, your house would be like $410, including insurance and everything, you know. And the smart ones, they held on to the houses until they retired. And when they retired, those $40,000 and $60,000 homes, right, were like $1 million. Because back then, you would get people to buy, they had to do real fancy houses and stuff like that. And these are nice houses. I stood up full, bought a mobile home and stuff, buy a damn house, you know. And I, you know, call me trailer trash and all this other shit. You know, yeah. They call me Sidewinder.
Sidewinder.
Yeah, there comes Sidewinder.
Trailer park.
Trailer park. So anyways, I started getting people dope and stuff like that live in my neighborhood. And all of a sudden, everybody got busted. But me, I wasn't around because I was at work. You know, and they come in and raid them and they haul them all off, you know, and that's where the troubles are, you know, the probation, the courts, you know. And what they say, hey, if you get drunk driving, you know, you pretty much could ruin life, you know, like that, you know, if you use a driver's license and all this shit. So, anyways, I my family was normally I was a joy guy, and I kept on going, but I guess I got slept. What, 2 minutes up?
You got 2 minutes.
No.
To close your story, good.
So anyway, make a long story short, I ended up in jail, and I'll tell you later on when I share again how I ended up in jail. Because I don't know. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Thanks, my man.